We're going hot today. More Jeep problems. Who would have thought? Had a nice day, mowed grass, did some other shenanigans. I took the 35s back off. They're getting sold tonight. Got some new rims for wheels, rims, whatever, I don't care what you call them, to get rid of these JK16s. There. That's where they are. I gotta clean up the lips because they're covered in rubber and not really rust, but a little rust, so I gotta clean them up. So hopefully we'll do that sometime this week. But the passenger side rear axle bearing is shot. The whole wheel moves 3/8 of an inch up and down, and I'll show you that when we get it off. So we're going to jack it up, put it on jack stands, and pop the wheels off, pull the shafts. Well, I'll show you what it looks like before I pull the shaft. Oh, we gotta do the diff, pop the C-clips. I haven't been in this rear axle yet. I've been in the front one, and there was a lot of sand in there. So we're gonna pop the back off, drain it out, see what it looks like, because it's probably gonna be pretty bad. Let's go. Alright, so hopefully you can see in there. Let me stabilize you. Okay, watch this. That shouldn't happen. So the axle, the seals are blown out because, as you can see, the drums are all juicy. So the seals have needed to be replaced, but I was waiting. I didn't want to crack open the rear diff and drain the oil and have to put new stuff in, because I wanted to put a locker in anyway. So whatever, this is kind of a necessity for driving. Anyway, let's get the diff cover off and see what's in there. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is scrub all this dirt off so we can actually get to the bolts. Remember, hands are not tools. The one thing I do like to do when I take off a diff cover is leave one in the top. Alright, let's let that drain. Oof, we're going handheld. I'm going to take this off. How's this going to work out? Alright, let's move this over there. Oh, look at it. She's beautiful. She's a beaut, Clark. Spider gears look good. So I did kind of run this out of fluid, which was not ideal. But seems okay. Alright, I got to pull the pin, which means I got to go put it in neutral, or yeah, because the front's just free rolling anyway. So I had to go put it in neutral and spin the drive shaft to get this to spin around, pull the pin, push a shaft in, pop a C-clip out, well, both of them, pull the shafts. Boy, no shortage of silicone on this job. Goodness. Oh, there goes more oil. Nasty. The oil is very brown. What's it like in here? I mean, Could be worse. Doesn't look too shiny. But it's not, it's very brown. It's very brown. Heyo. See caps. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're tight too. All right, so I found it. 1/4 inch. Got our fancy, no we don't. That's for just this. Hey, yeah. Oh, this sure would be nice to be doing to put a locker in. Just a little lunchbox locker, nothing crazy. I ain't rich. All right. Oh. Zoinkies. All right, turn, kick it in. Ooh, don't drop. Get behind it. Hi-yo, got one. Ta-da. Other clippy. Alright. I'd really like if these spiders stayed together. It might be a good thing we have spare shafts. Because the bearing fell apart. That axle shaft might be toast. Oh my god. They're everywhere in there. Ew. We're gonna be cleaning this out. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, Griff. We can rebuild it, right? Alright, we came out to Spare Parts Alley. Ugh. Okay, these are the same size. What's this one? Other than dirty. Much longer. Okay, so big old groove. No groove. So we'll have to clean this up, clean up the threads, and new axle. We'll just leave this one here because I don't know what to do with it. Alright, so you want to make sure that you have friends that have a business working on off-road vehicles, and then so you can go borrow their tools. You can get something like this from Advanced, but they want you to front $175 to rent it, and then they give you that back. They actually do charge your card. Didn't know that. So I said, pass. We're gonna go get this. So let's pull it out. I already did the other side for practice. It It's rough. So here we go. Gonna slide it in. Thanks, Mike. It's really in there. I'm tired. Who loves this? Look at all these new brake components I put in there. Not the shoes, but all the adjusters. Alright, the other side came out easier than this. I just gotta put my purse down. It does appear like it's moving. As you can see, the little separation crack in the goo. I keep going. I'm tired. Look at it. It looks terrible. I'm not out of breath. You're out of breath. Just kidding, I'm out of breath. When I went to Advanced to get the bearings and the outer seal, they only had one bearing. It was $13, and the seals were $5 a piece. Pretty sweet deal. Only had one bearing. They had other stores in my area. Nobody has any. She did order one in for Monday. Well, it was supposed to be in today, but because it's Easter, probably wasn't going to happen. So it should be in Monday. And the other ones that the other stores did have was $23. So that's too much. So I'm going to call AutoZone and see if they have one. But I also have to clean out these tubes, which I should pull the diff out so I can run a stick and paper towels and brake clean, and I just don't want to do that. I probably should though, huh? Fine. Now, when you take these off, you gotta keep everything together. At least that's what I'm told. Well, that's not what I mean, but so like this carrier bearing thing has to stay on this side. This is always the top, that's the bottom. This side, the left, top, bottom. Keep the bearings together. Any shims. Don't want to mix any of that up. Doesn't work if you keep hitting the ring gear. Alright, let's get this guy out. Lay him down on the nice clean ground. Come on out. Keeping our shims. Hey-ya. We're gonna set it down right now. Take our race and our shim and lay it on top of those. Keep it out of the way for all the schmeg that comes out of here. Ew. Alright, so we're gonna get brake clean and go to town doing the tubes. Yeah, because look at this. That's all. That's thick. Whoop. 2 C's. Yeah, that side's not too bad. So that axle seal over there, obviously it was really bad because the bearing was shot. So who knows how long that's been bad. But the mud from previous owner, I mean, I try to stay out of water, but I know I've gone in it at AO and in the mud. I try to stay out of the thick stuff, or you know, even not the thick stuff, but it does happen. And I guess it's just been going in through there, but this axle seal and bearing over here was okay. We're just replacing everything anyway. So we'll get set up and start spraying and sticking and paper toweling and brake cleaning. Alright, we got the flammable brake clean because we're men. I got a metal packing rod. Let's get that other bearing out. I hate that I have to push this in, but alright, now let's take some paper towels, shove that in there. Ew. That looks better already. Maybe we should keep going, because that looks gross though. Gonna run a drill and a brush. Ew. Ew. Okay, so now that we got the axle tubes cleaned, I bought 2 cans of this for a reason. Ew. One can down. Good enough for me. Alright, let's reassemble. Hoof it back over there. Keeping our fingers out. Ta-ta. Now, remember which side is up and clean off a little bit of that street dirt. It's fine. I gotta look at the torque specs on this. I don't even want to pretend to guess like I know what it is. Let's just pretend and say 65 or 70. But I'll look it up. Or I won't. No one's really sure as to what I actually ever do. See, it's windy and blowing dirt around. So it's all clean. Let me know if I picked that up off the ground correctly and put that on the right way. I don't have dirt in my eyes, you do. What if you actually had dirt in your eye? Snug. we gotta clean this off yet. Get a razor blade for that. Probably should have did that before I put that in, but oh well. Got the little 99-cent scraper. I want to get one of those like gasket scrapers that some of the other YouTubers sell and swear by. But every time I'm like, nah, I'm never gonna. Oh, gouging. Every time I'm like, nah, I'm never gonna need one of them. Need one. Is that a Lambo? Lambo. Yeah, we live in such a nice area. We just have Lamborghinis driving around here. No big deal. So they bring the property value up, and I'd bring it right back down. Alright, we got our Harbor Freight Ain't It Great wrench. Google said 80 foot-pounds for a Dana 30 C for the C clip. Snap. 60. It's like it's head bolts. Maybe it's just the way I'm laying that it seems so tight. Woo! Is 80 too high? Mike, is 80 too high? There's no way that these were at 81. I took them off. I gave them like a little tappy tap. Alright, it's like 70. Oh yeah, steel wool. Is this necessary? Nope. Why am I doing it? Don't know. Because who knows the hack jobs that other people have done. So, did a nice, good, fresh start. Clean it down one last time. All right, now we got to put a bearing and a seal in. And well, I know I've done it before, but I've done it on like newer Jeeps. Ow! Nissan 300ZX just went down the road. Oh, pretty cool. Cooler than a Lambo. I'm just kidding. The Lambo that is around here is I do like it. I know. Hiya. Alright. Let's get a hammer. Also, make sure you also have that same friend. Thanks. This episode is sponsored by Keystone Towing. You know how you have your favorite hammer, and then when you need it, lost. I do feel that I am missing. Where's my clean paper towel go? I am missing the one that we're definitely using that to start. I'm missing the bearing putter inner. I couldn't find it this morning when I was raiding my buddy's shop. Yeah, baby. That's it. Now we get to do a little tap, tap, taparoo. I'm not gonna screw this up. See? Told you.
Dada.
We just like first try that thing. Alright, let's get some of this grease. There's extra. Schmutz it all in there. Now we're going to get our new axle shaft that's not grooved because the old one is definitely ruined. So we got this one. Alright, now we got to try to hold spider gear. Oh, ooh. Let's see. No more play. Remember before? Dum 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 dum. Cool. All right. I'm gonna put the other side back together because I still have to go get a bearing. I do have the seal. I gotta get gear oil. I gotta clean up the diff cover yet. So we'll get back to this after I have the rest of the parts. I'll probably put the other side back together because when you see one, you've seen them all. Maybe I will video just in case I screw something up tremendously, but I won't put it in if it goes good. So you'll be the first one to know if I mess it up right after this. Happy Easter, by the way. My wife works today, so we're celebrating later, which means I get to work on this. We got the other bearing in and the other seal. So let's clean up these clips with a nice dirty rag. Good enough for me, because whatever. So you just put the clip back on, shove the axle back down into the spider gear. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now we grab our dirty pin. Everything's dirty. It all sat out here overnight, so it's all dusty. So let's push the pin back through. Ta-da! I'm gonna put this pin in, and then I gotta go play doctor because somebody got a splinter. We're gonna get it out by using tweezers and or a razor blade to pull it out.
A razor blade?
Yeah, but don't worry, it won't hurt. I got ahead of myself. I forgot to film this. Cleaned off all the chunky rust, and it's pitted pretty bad. Inside's okay. I mean, the inside also has some surface rust on it, which tells me a lot about how the inside of that diff was. But whatever. Some 98-cent paint to do the trick. Ooh, nope, maybe not. All right, how about some Rust-Oleum Satin Black? $5 paint. Remember, you want your first coat light. Just kidding, I don't care. Well, I mean, that is true, I still. Let that sit in the sun. So we got the other side all put together, new bearing, new seal, everything went perfectly fine. Just waiting, we'll wait for that to dry, put some schmutz and seal it back up. Paint's all dry, looks good enough. Time for schmutz time. Black RTV. Sometimes I clean off these bolts. Today is not that time. Gun. Tight. Down to the last couple steps here. I hope it doesn't take more than 2. I don't think it does. Guess we're gonna find out.
This is power and full.
Oh, we full, baby. So it starts to drip out over the edge. Full. Take your plug, all nice and cleaned. Put that back in there. And then take your oil. Fill up just 1 jug. If you only cut one of them and reuse it over and over, because that's common sense to me at least, then you have this one still perfectly sealed. Now you can put this in your trail bag and have a spare, which obviously if that breaks or if something happens in there and you have to dump it out, hopefully you have a container to catch it. But you do have a little bit to at least get you off the trail back to base camp, if we may. All right. What is happening? I'm having a moment. Move away from the Jeep.
Okay, am I getting away from the Jeep?
All right, so we're back on the ground, reconnected the drive shaft. Guess it's time to take it for a test drive and see what happens. All right. Let's see. Ooh, heavy stuff moving around. All right, we'll take it around the block real quick. I don't think anything should happen. We did put those C-clips in, right? Oh my God, would that be so bad? The wheel just like, see you later. Oh, this is nice. So nice. So nice. I have my seatbelt on. It's Bluetooth and we're going around the block. No excuses. I know. Oh, that's nice. So you know what? Like I've been looking back at it now the fact that it's all done, there's been this weird like sound, and I thought that it was like rear brakes hanging up, which I know is not the case because I just redid the rear brakes, not the shoes, but all the adjusters and you know all that. It's all good to go. So it's very, very strange the fact that I was hearing this sound, and the sound that I was hearing was the axle shaft being ground more into a groove into that shaft. So, I mean, it only makes sense that I was hearing something. But, alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for hanging. We did some good work in, well, 2 days. Right, we started it yesterday. Today's Sunday. Did we start it on Friday? Maybe we started it, no, we started it yesterday. I don't even know. Whatever, who cares? So, see you next week. Hopefully next week has car show in it and doing the tire swap from these JK16 515s to the Jeep pattern 16s 514.5. No more spacers, so be a lot nicer for getting a flat, which I hope I don't, but at least I have a spare that I can just put on and don't have to worry about the kids are smashing stones to B-boys. All right, see you next week. Like, subscribe, subscribe, share it. I don't care. Do it, don't do it. I'll make them anyway. Later.